Hello and welcome back to the Python 3 for Beginners tutorial, and today I will be talking a little bit about importing, like a little more about importing. So last time I told you about how to import the built-in modules, or modules that came, in the box with Python. Today I'm going to be talking about how to import your own scripts. So I have my file here, importing.py. That's just this file, the main file I'm using right now. But say I make a new file, so I'm going to double click this, and I'm going to save this on my desktop, and I'm going to call this mod.py, standing for module.py. And I am going to go ahead and my module, it's on my desktop, so don't worry, it is there. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a function called add here, and it's going to take two parameters, just the typical add thing, num1 and num2, don't forget the colon, and I'm just going to print num1 plus num2. Okay, so there's my function inside of mod.py, and now I'm going to import mod, basically. So how I'm going to want to do this, you're going to want to make sure these two files are in the same directory so that you can directly access each file. So I'm just going to import mod. Now I do not need the .py because it already knows it's a .py file since you're importing it. So I'm importing mod, which is basically mod.py, and that's it. I imported it, and now I don't need to call this function over here, because what I can do is I can go into my, main file, and I can go ahead and go mod.add, and then put in my two parameters, 1 and 2. And what this will do, if I run python importing.py, it will output 3 because I imported mod. And then I went ahead and in the mod file I had the function, and I used the add function from the mod module or file, whatever you want to call it. So another thing I can do is I can go from mod import all, and what this will do is it just gives me direct access to those files. So same thing, it gives me direct access, or I can just import add. So from mod import add, and same thing happens. So say if I were to make another, I'd be like define sub, and this is just num1 num2, and then don't forget your colon, print num1 minus num2, and then I save that. And now if I try and use mod.sub, sub 1, or we'll do 2 1, then you're gonna see I will get an error here. It says name error, you don't have a mod thing, so I can get rid of the mod. Okay, well now let's try it. I still have one sub. I do not have a function called sub. So basically I could either go from mod import sub, and that'll fix that error right up. See, 3 and 1. Or I could just go from mod import import star, which is just all, and I'll clear this and run this again, and it will do that. Or if you like typing the dot out, I could just go import mod as m, and then have to do m.sub and m.add, and run that, and the same thing happens. So that is a little bit about how to import your own files, and you can have as many up here as you want. So like you could have another file, we'll just call this like I don't know, just other file. You can import other file and then use the functions out of that, just like how I told you in this video. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you have any questions, comment them down below, and I will be more than happy to answer them for you. And I will see you guys in the next one.